Hello students, how are you? Again welcome to my class. Now today we will discuss about one new chapter, fraction. Before starting the chapter, just I want to give one example to you. Suppose this is one big block or this is one rectangular block, okay? And this rectangular block divide into four equal part. This rectangular block divide into four equal part. As you are looking, this is first part, second part, third part and fourth part. This rectangular block divide into four equal part, okay? And these four blocks, in these four blocks only one blocks are shaded. In these four block only one block is shaded. So in this big block total block is 4, shaded portion is 1, shaded portion is 1. As you are looking, in this big block only one block is shaded, only one block is shaded. That means shaded portion is 1. Okay. Now fractional part of shaded portion. For this big block, fractional part of shaded portion is 1 upon 4. That's why in these four blocks only one block is shaded. Only one block is shaded. That means fractional part of shaded portion is 1 upon 4. Fractional part of shaded portion is 1 upon 4. Okay. And in these four blocks, 3 blocks are not shaded. 3 blocks are not shaded. That means fractional part of unshaded portion is 3 upon 4. Fractional part of unshaded portion is 3 upon 4. Okay. My dear student, as you are looking, fractional part of shaded portion is 1 upon 4 and fractional part of unshaded portion is 3 upon 4. As you are looking, 1 is natural number, 4 is natural number and 3 is natural number and 4 is natural number. That means 1 upon 4 is fraction, 3 upon 4 is fraction, 1 upon 4 is fraction, 3 upon 4 is fraction. So what is the definition of fraction? That means fraction is the ratio of two natural numbers. Fraction is the ratio of two natural numbers. My dear student, just I want to give one more example to you. Suppose this is one circle. Okay, this is one circle and that circle divide into 8 equal part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is one circle. This is one circle and that circle divide into 8 equal part. As you are looking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now look here. Suppose two blocks are shaded. Suppose in this 8 block only 2 blocks are shaded. Now look here. As you are looking, out of these 8 block only 2 blocks are shaded. Only 2 blocks are shaded. That means In this circle, total block is 8, and shaded portion, out of these 8 block, shaded portion is 2. Shaded portion is 2. Okay, and unshaded portion, is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Unshaded portion is 6. Okay, that means, so out of these 8 block, only 2 blocks are shaded and unshaded block is 6. That means fractional part of shaded portion, is 2 upon 8. Fractional part of shaded portion is 2 upon 8, and fractional part of unshaded portion is fractional part of unshaded portion is 6 upon 8. Okay, as you are looking, fractional part of shaded portion is 2 upon 8. Fractional part of unshaded portion is 6 upon 8, as you are looking. As you know, we have already discussed what is the meaning of fraction. This is 2 upon 8, this is 6 upon 8. 2 upon 8 is fraction, 6 upon 8 is fraction. That means, and you know very well, 2 is natural number, 8 is natural number, 6 is natural number, and 8 is again natural number. That means fraction is the ratio of two natural number. Fraction is the ratio of two natural numbers, or in other words, fraction is the part of a whole, or in other words, fraction is the part of a whole. That is the definition of fraction. Other example of fractions are Suppose this is 2 upon 3, 4 upon 9, 5 upon 7, and so on. All these are examples of fraction. My dear student, suppose this is 2 upon 3. This is 2 upon 3. In this fraction there are two numbers. Okay. Now look here. This is one horizontal line. This is one horizontal line. This is horizontal line. And now this is upper number. This is upper number. This is upper number, and this is lower number. This is lower number. In 2 upon 3, this is horizontal line. This is horizontal line. Okay, and one number above the horizontal line, one number above the horizontal line, and one number below horizontal line. Okay, so one number above the horizontal line, that means 2 is in upper number, and one number one number is below horizontal line, that is 3. So 2 is upper number and 3 is lower number. So my dear student, which number is upper on the horizontal line? Which number is upper on the horizontal line? That number is called numerator. That number is called numerator. Okay. And which number is in below horizontal line? Which number is in below horizontal line? That number is called denominator. Which number is in upper of the horizontal line? That is called as numerator. And which number is in lower of the horizontal line? That number is called denominator. So my dear student, one fraction has numerator and denominator. Okay. So what is the meaning of fraction? That means fraction is the ratio of two natural number. Fraction is the ratio of two natural numbers, or in other words, fraction is the part of a whole. That is the main definition of fraction. We will discuss about types of fraction. First is unit fraction. That means a fraction having with numerator 1 is called unit fraction. A fraction having with numerator 1 is called unit fraction. For example, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 6. This is the unit fraction. A fraction having with numerator 1 is called unit fraction. Okay. Now, how will you explain unit fraction by the help of diagram? Suppose, look here. Suppose this is 1 upon 4. 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 6 is unit fraction. That's why numerator is 1. Okay. And I have one question. How will you explain 1 upon 2 by the help of diagram? Now look here. Suppose this is one block. Okay. This is one block. Now in this big rectangular block, divide into two equal parts. This big block divide into two equal parts, as you are looking. Now in these two blocks, only one blocks are shaded. Only one blocks are shaded. That means fractional part of shaded portion is 1 upon 2. Fractional part of shaded portion is 1 upon 2. Okay. It is the example of 1 upon 2. Okay. Suppose you have one more example. This is 1 upon 4. 1 upon 4 is the unit fraction. That's why in this fraction numerator is 1 and denominator is 4. How will you understood 1 upon 4? By the help of diagram. Now look here. This is one rectangular block. Okay. This is one rectangular block. And this rectangular block divide into 4 equal parts. Now in these 4 equal parts, only one blocks are shaded. Only one blocks are shaded. That means fractional part of shading portion is 1 upon 4. Fractional part of shading portion is 1 upon 4. it is the example of unit fraction. That's why numerator is 1. Okay. Suppose this is 1 upon 6. This is 1 upon 6. Now look here. This is one big block, okay, and this big block divide into 6 equal part. As you are looking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is one rectangular block, and this rectangular block divide into 6 equal part. In these 6 equal parts, only one blocks are shaded. Only one block are shaded. That means fractional part of shading portion is 1 upon 6. Fractional part of shading portion is 1 upon 6. That means 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 6 and so on. All these are example of unit fraction. A unit fraction means a fraction having with numerator 1 is called unit fraction. A fraction having with numerator 1 is called unit fraction. Let us we will discuss about like fraction. That means a fraction having with same denominator. A fraction having with same denominator are called like fraction. A fraction having with same denominator are called like fraction. For example, 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 1 upon 5, all these are like fraction. That's why in all these fractions denominator are same. In all these fraction denominators are same. That is 5. So these three fractions are like fraction. That means a fraction having with same denominator are called like fraction. Okay. Then after we will discuss about unlike fraction. Unlike fraction means a fraction having with different denominator a fraction having with different denominator a fraction having with different denominator are called unlike fraction. A fraction having with different denominator are called unlike fraction. Okay. For example, 2 upon 3, 1 upon 4, 7 upon 6, 9 upon 8. All these are example of unlike fraction. That means a fraction having with different denominator are called unlike fraction. As you are looking in 2 upon 3, 1 upon 4, 7 upon 6 and in 9 upon 8 fractions are different. That is 3, 4, 6, 8. In all these fractions denominators are different. So all these are unlike fraction. That means a fraction having with different denominator are called unlike fraction. Then after we will discuss about proper fraction. Proper fraction means a fraction having with numerator is less than the denominator. A fraction having with numerator is less than the denominator is called proper fraction. For example, 2 upon 3, 4 upon 7, 6 upon 9, 8 upon 11. As you are looking in all these fractions, numerator is less than the denominator. In 2 upon 3, 2 is less than 3, 4 is less than 7, 6 is less than 9, 8 is less than 11. That means a fraction having with numerator is less than denominator is called proper fraction. Okay, and kindly keep in mind value of proper fraction. Value of proper fraction is always less than 1. Value of proper fraction is always less than 1. Okay, value of proper fraction is always less than 1. That means, suppose look here, this is 2 upon 3. Okay, in 2 upon 3, 2 is numerator and 3 is denominator. If 2 divided by 3, now look here, if 2 divided by 3, now look here, this is the example of division of decimal. 2 is not divided by 3. So what will you do? We take 1 here, 0. After 0, we put here one decimal point. Instead of this decimal point, we put here one 0. Okay, and 3 6 is 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. That means quotient is 0.6. Quotient is 0.6. Okay, and 0.6 is less than 1. 0.6 is less than 1. That means all these examples belongs to proper fraction. A fraction having with numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fraction. Okay, and value of proper fraction is always less than 1. This is improper fraction. Improper fraction means a fraction having with numerator is bigger than the denominator. A fraction having with numerator is bigger than the denominator are called improper fraction. Now look here, suppose this is 5 upon 2. In 5 upon 2, 5 is numerator, 2 is denominator. In 7 upon 5, 7 is numerator, 5 is denominator. In 9 upon 4, 9 is numerator, 4 is denominator. As you are looking in all these three examples, numerator is bigger than the denominator. Numerator is bigger than the denominator. That means all these examples belongs to improper fraction. Okay, all these examples belongs to improper fraction. That's why in all these example numerator is bigger than the denominator. As you are looking, 5 is greater than 2, 7 is greater than 5, 9 is greater than 4. Okay, now value of improper fraction, value of improper fraction is always greater than 1. Value of improper fraction is always greater than 1. But how? Look here. Suppose this is 5 upon 2. Okay. In 5 upon 2, 5 is numerator, 2 is denominator. If 5 divided by 2, now look here, 2 2 are 4, 5 minus 4, 1, 5 minus 4, 1, okay, and now look here, this is 2, quotient is 2, and 2 is greater than 1. That means value of improper fraction is always greater than 1. And what is the improper fraction? A fraction having with numerator is bigger than the denominator are called improper fraction. Now your next topic is mixed fraction. What is the meaning of mixed fraction? Mixed fraction is combination of whole number and proper fraction. Mixed fraction is combination of whole number and proper fraction. For example, 2 and 1 upon 3. Okay. In 2 and 1 upon 3, 2 is whole number. Two is whole number and 1 upon 3 is proper fraction. So what is the meaning of mixed fraction? Mixed fraction is combination of whole number and proper fraction. Other example is 5 and 2 upon 7. 5 and 2 upon 7. Suppose this is 5. 5 and 2 upon 7. This is mixed fraction, and mixed fraction is combination of whole number and proper fraction. What is the meaning of proper fraction? In proper fraction, numerator is always less than the denominator. In proper fraction, numerator is always less than the denominator. So this is 5 and 2 upon 7. In 5 and 2 upon 7, 5 is whole number. 5 is whole number, and 2 upon 7 is proper fraction. Okay, so this is the example of mixed fraction. Now we will discuss about equivalent fraction. What is the meaning of equivalent fraction? That means fraction having the same value. Fraction having the same value are equivalent fraction. Okay. Fraction having the same value are equivalent fraction. It is the definition of equivalent fraction. But I have one question. How can you find out the equivalent fraction? How can you find out the equivalent fraction? Now we will discuss about one example. Suppose this is 5 upon 7. Okay, this is 5 upon 7. It is the one fraction. In this fraction, 5 is numerator, 7 is denominator. Okay, and how can you find out the equivalent fraction of 5 upon 7? So what will you do? Suppose you take any one number. It is your choice. Suppose you take any one number. Suppose I am taking 2. So multiplied by 2 in numerator and denominator. 2 multiplied by 5 and 2 multiplied by 7. 2 multiplied by 5 and 2 multiplied by 7. As you are looking, 5 to the 10, 7 to the 14. Okay. That means 5 upon 7 and 10 upon 14. These two fractions are equivalent fraction. 5 upon 7 and 10 upon 14. These two fractions are equivalent fraction. Okay. And how will you check? How will you check these two fractions are equivalent? Now we will discuss. This is 5 upon 7 and this is 10 upon 14. Okay. Now what will you do? We will apply the cross multiplication. We will apply the cross multiplication. That means by cross multiplication, easily we can check these two fractions are equivalent or not. So what will you do? By cross multiplication. Cross multiplication means 5 multiplied by 14. 5 multiplied by 14. Okay. And 7 multiplied by 10. 7 multiplied by 10. 14 5s are 70 and 10 7s are 70. You are getting 70. Now here you are getting 70. 70 is equal to 70. 70 is equal to 70. That means 5 upon 7 and 10 upon 14. These two fractions are equivalent fraction. Okay. Again, suppose this is 5 upon 7. You can take any other number. Suppose I am taking here 8. I am taking here 8. Okay. Now look here. This is 5 upon 7. I am taking here 8. You can take any one number. It is your right. 5 multiplied by 8 and 7 multiplied by 8. 5 8 is a 40 and 7 8 is a 56. 5 8 is a 40, 7 8 is a 56. Okay. Now 5 upon 7 and 40 upon 56. These two fractions are equivalent fraction. How? Easily we can check by cross multiplication. This is 5 upon 7 and this is 40 upon 56. Okay. Now look here. 5 multiplied by 56. 5 multiplied by 56 and 7 multiplied by 40. 7 multiplied by 40. 56 into 5, it will give to you 280. 280. Okay. And 47 is 280. As you are looking, this is 280 and this is 280. That means 280 is equal to 280. That means 5 upon 7 and 40 upon 56. These two fractions are equivalent fraction. Now, just I will give one more example. How can you find out the equivalent fraction? Suppose this is 2 upon 3. Okay. 2 upon 3 is one fraction. And how can you find out the equivalent fraction of 2 upon 3? We can apply the same procedure. Suppose you take any one number. Suppose I am taking here 7. So 2 multiplied by 7 and 3 multiplied by 7. 2 7s are 14 and 3 7s are 21. 2 7s are 14 and 3 7s are 21. Okay. That means 2 upon 3 and 14 upon 21. 2 upon 3 and 14 upon 21 are equivalent fraction. Easily we will check. This is 2 upon 3 and this is 14 upon 21. Okay. By the help of cross multiplication, 2 multiplied by 21 and 3 multiplied by 14. 2 multiplied by 21 and 3 multiplied by 14. That means by the help of cross multiplication, easily we can check these two fractions are equivalent or not. 21 2 is 42, 14 3 is 42. 21 2 is 42, 14 3 is 42. 42 is equal to 42. That means 2 upon 3 and 14 upon 21. It is the example of equivalent fraction. My dear student, just I want to give one more example. How can you find out equivalent fraction? Now keep in mind, it is not necessary that we will take only multiplication. It is not necessary. That means by the help of division procedure, easily we can find out the equivalent fraction. Okay. Just I want to give one example to you. Suppose this is 35 upon 42. This is 35 upon 42. Okay. And you know very well 35 and 42. 35 and 42 easily divisible by 7. 35 is divisible by 7 and 42 is divisible by 7. So what we will do? In previous example, what were you looking? In previous example, we will apply the multiplication in numerator and denominator. In previous example, we were doing multiplication in numerator and denominator. But in this example, we will apply the division procedure. Now look here, this is 35 and this is 42. You know very well 35 and 42 is divisible by 7. So 35 is divisible by 7 and 42 is divided by 7. Okay. 35 is divided by 7. You will get 5. 35 is divided by 7. You will get 5. And 42 is divided by 7. You will get 6. That means 35 upon 42 and 5 upon 6. These two fractions are equivalent fraction. Easily we will check. How can you check? How can you check the given two fractions are equivalent or not? By the help of cross multiplication. Okay. 35 multiplied by 6 and 42 multiplied by 5. 35 multiplied by 6 and 42 is multiplied by 5. 35 into 6, you will get 210. 42 into 5, you will get 210. That means 210 is equal to 210. That means 35 upon 42 and 5 upon 6. These two fractions are equivalent fraction. What is the meaning of simplest form? A fraction is said to be simplest form if the only common factor of the numerator and the denominator is 1. Please keep in mind, a fraction is said to be simplest form if the only common factor of the numerator and the denominator is 1. Okay, just I want to give one example to you. Suppose this is 36 upon 42. Okay, 36 upon 42. It is the example of fraction. This is the example of fraction, and I have one question. How can you find out the simplest form? That means, how can you find out the simplest form for the given fraction? So please keep in mind, for that type of question, kindly all of you learn the table from 2 to 20. So this is 36 upon 42. Okay, and how can you find out the simplest form of the given fraction? So it will be very easy procedure. You know very well, this is 36 and this is 42. Okay, and you know very well 36 and 42 is divisible by 2. 36 and 42 is divisible by 2. That means 36 and 42 is divisible by 2. So if 36 divisible by 2, if 36 divisible by 2, then you will get 18. Okay, and 42 is divisible by 2, then you will get 21. Okay, kindly keep in mind, both numerator and denominator divisible by same number. Both, when you find out the simplest form of any fraction, when you find out the simplest form of any fraction, kindly keep in mind, both numerator and denominator divisible by the same number. Both numerator and denominator divisible by the same number. Okay, as you are looking, this is 36 and this is 42. Both numerator and denominator divisible by 2. 36 divisible by 2, you will get 18. 42 is divisible by 2, you will get 21. Okay, and this is 18 and 21. Kindly keep in mind, 18 and 21, these two numbers divisible by 3. These two numbers divisible by 3. So 3 6 are 18 and 3 7 are 21. 3 6 are 18, 3 7 are 21. That means this is 6 upon 7. That means 6 upon 7 is simplest form of 36 upon 42. 6 upon 7 is simplest form of 36 upon 42. Okay, and kindly keep in mind, it is not necessary to find out the simplest form of every fraction. Kindly keep in mind, it is not necessary that we can find out the simplest form of every fraction. For example, this is, suppose this is 17 and this is 19. Okay, this is 17 and this is 19. You know very well, 17 is prime number, 19 is prime number, and these two numbers are not divisible by any number. These two numbers are not divisible by any other number. So simplest form of 17 upon 19 is 17 upon 19. That means simplest form of 17 upon 19 is 17 upon 19. Kindly keep in mind, it is not necessary to find out the simplest form of every fraction. For example, 17 upon 19. 17 is prime number, 19 is prime number, and these two numbers are divisible by not any other number. So simplest form of 17 upon 19 is 17 upon 19. Okay, just I want to give one more example. Suppose this is 16 and this is suppose 30. This is 16 and this is 30. Okay, 16 upon 30. 16 upon 30 is a fraction, and how can you find out the simplest form of this fraction? You know very well, this is 16, this is 30. 16 and 30 divisible by 2. If 16 divided by 2, you will get 8, and if 30 divided by 2, you will get 15. Okay, that means this is 8 upon 15. So 8 upon 15 is simplest form of 16 upon 30.